so we can really light this call up? Yeah, we got a couple of people knocking at the door. Let's let them in. Let them in. All right. Come on off of mute. And let's go. Team, how y'all feel?
Fired up.
Fired up.
Fired up. And what's up?
My income.
And who gets the green sheets?
Everybody gets a
green sheet.
Do we have our D-Day delay today? Do we have to dance it out? Yes? No? There we go. Hey. Hey.
Hey. Hey. Hey. All right. Gertie D, rocking with me. I see you. More money, more. The MBA Insurance and Tax Pro. Who's that? Who's that? The Grio Leo and Miss D Freeman.
Let's go. Hey. 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 Hey.
Hey. Hey. Hey.
Woo.
Yeah.
All right. Before we kick this off, I want to first of all express my deepest condolences for those that don't know. Miss V lost her husband. So I wanted to personally express my deepest condolences to Miss V, to Dr. Murray, to Alan, and the rest of the Robinson clan. We are in your thoughts and prayers.
Absolutely.
All right. Let's go. Who would like to kick this money-making activity round off? I saw a hand up. I don't have my ball today, so I'm gonna just do like this. All right. The index voice of inspiration himself is gonna kick this call off. Let's go, Troy.
Yeah. Thank you, Grio Leo. I would just say, you try to make good use of all the time that you have wherever you are. So that 3-foot rule is crucial. Use it. Work on it. All right. So with that being said, I was at church and we had a nice little repast after church and got a chance to talk with several of the parishioners and folks that, you just enjoy spending time with and after worship, and got a chance to get a couple of them that one of them actually says they may want to join the business. So I'm looking forward to reaching out and talking to Ms. Russell later today. And then we're doing got some AOAs that we're trying to work with there. And then another application we'll be working on at about 11:30 today. So I'm excited about that. And well, that's about it. We're going to continue to do what we do and, get AOAs and applications. And we're trying to boost this whole thing up with some, with a sense of urgency. Not urgency, emergency.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a mic drop.
Like we working with an emergency. Yeah. So that's
not
it.
Not an urgency, an emergency. Joy dropping some.
Yeah.
She's spitting out some words today. I see Joy.
Yeah, we're trying to do this thing, man. They done put some incentives out there to make it worth shooting for.
Absolutely.
I love competition. So
all right.
Can't be running from the back. No, that ain't my style.
I hear that.
Let me pass the ball on to this phenomenal woman that comes out of the great state of Texas that seems to be making some noise down there with Miss Jasmine Crockett and and a few other folks. So with that being said, I'm gonna give it to Miss Marcella Braggs.
Hey, good morning. I don't know. I was trying to get logged in, but I am super excited. I too was over the weekend. Seemed like I was campaigning, Troy, but I spoke with one of my coworkers from the bus lot, and she's Hispanic. So I told her, I said, hey, I said, have you thought about what I've been talking to you about, joining my team? And, I just told her, I said, I would love to have you on because I said, I have a neighborhood full of new neighbors, and most of them are predominantly Hispanic. I said, we speak, and that's about as far as I can get with a lot of them. I said, so I would love to have you come and be a part of my team and reach out to them because I'm sure that they're in need of some life insurance. And so I called Nancy because Bertha, she speaks English, but she understands a minimum amount. So I called Nancy Rojas and I scheduled an appointment with her today. So we're going to get Bertha on the line and let Nancy just kind of break things down. And if she have any questions, talk to her about that. And I'm just, like I say, excited, especially after the call Saturday. It's just got me fired up, just like you said, Troy. I'm on a run. I'm on a run.
All right, mashallah.
Yeah.
All right, we got a hand up.
We do. Let me see. Okay, let me pass this ball to this phenomenal woman. She is somebody that I absolutely look up to and enjoy her wisdom and years of knowledge in the insurance industry. Ms. V, what do you have for us this morning?
Well, good morning, everybody. Just wanted to Monique Pinckney, MBA, your insurance and tax pro, had her hand up first. So I'm going to defer to Monique.
Thank you, Ms. V. And first of all, I want to just say, to everybody and to you specifically, condolences to you. I love you. You know this already. You're family to me. And so thank you so much just for inviting me and giving me an opportunity to work with you in this industry. And I wanted to share this morning just some activities that has been going on in our business. On Friday, I think after the call on Thursday, we talked about get 10 to win. And so I went back to my book of business from last year, and I reached out to 20 of my clients from last year. And I sent an email and I asked them to do an annual review. And so from that, I have 7 appointments. And 2 of those appointments are today. And one of the clients actually sent me another person that she said she needed an annuity. She lives here in Georgia. And we talked yesterday, and we have an appointment with her today to schedule getting an annuity and possibly her daughter joining the business and her joining the business.
Oh.
So yeah, the 10 to win actually works. And I just want to share that you actually can email, text, call, or in person, and it all works. And so I just wanted to share that. That's some of the activities we'll be doing today. And we're excited about it. So thank you for letting me share.
All right, Monique Pinckney, MBA, our insurance and tax pro. I'm not going to say you're our insurance and tax pro. Right. And yes, email, text, phone, 3-step rule, walked up, and I was actually supposed to be making some conversation over the weekend. So I'm honestly, it was a lot of stuff going on. I said, I'm just going to leave it alone this weekend. It just wasn't the right time and space for it, but I will be on those calls today for sure. So go ahead and pass that ball to this beautiful lady.
Yes, so I'm going to pass the ball right back to my personal mentor, friend, and business partner, and actually family member. She's just a jewel to this village, and we're happy to see her this morning, Miss V, the Insurance Whisperer.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sending my love to you, Miss V.
Thank
Much
you.
love, much love.
Thank you. I wanted to come on and just really say thank you to everyone for all of your wonderful wishes, prayers, condolences, and to let you know that I'm fine. And Tuwana, I'm going to correct you. There's always a right time. When the nurse came Saturday morning to certify my husband's passing, we got to talking, and I found out that she had just passed her boards, and this was the very first time she was doing this particular activity as a nurse, and she just got engaged. And she has life insurance, a little policy her parents bought 20 years ago. So I said to her, okay, give me a couple of days. Here's my card. Let's sit down, you and your fiance, and let's talk about where you are and how you're going to start your financial journey together. So there is always, no matter what, there's always an opportunity. You just have to give yourself permission to move forward. So again, I'm getting ready to run off and do those things that one needs to do in these times. But again, to the village, thank you so much. Love you all so much.
I'm sending hugs.
I will keep you posted on the details.
Okay, please do.
All
Please do.
righty.
Yes, we're sending our love and our prayers. And I already knew you were going to be okay because the strength that you have internally, externally, it's amazing. I'm just going to leave it there. And again, hugs from Maryland. I love you, Miss V.
Thank you. I receive it.
All right. So before we pass that ball, I wanted to, we're going to come back to you, Kamal, if that's okay. All right. I wanted to give a shout out to Miss Danae. Found out her name is actually Danae after all this time. She had an event Saturday. It was amazing. I was hoping she'd raise her hand, so I guess I'm going to have to speak for her for a second. She had an amazing event Saturday. She had Coach come and do a presentation, which was outstanding. He did the presentation, but you know how Coach does. He teaches and he gets everyone engaged, and it was funny, and it was, oh my gosh. Dr. Ramonda spoke about health and wealth. Amazing. She gave away gifts because that's her love language. She had food, and a lot of times they don't. I was told don't have food because people tend to eat and not listen. Not here. Everyone was eating, listening. It was entertaining. It was fun. I acted the food a little bit. I'm like, I need that. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. But I just want to give her a quick shout out for the event that she pulled off. So I know she's going to have clients out the yin yang from this and everything that she's doing. So Donna, if you could just come off and say something before we keep going.
Grand Rising family, how you doing? I'm recuperating from all of the running around and all that good stuff. But yes, Tawana, thank you for putting that on blast. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing this once per month, so I'm gonna have to be on reset once per month. But it was like she said, Coach Erik was amazing. I mean, he kept us engaged, kept the audience engaged and everything. And his question was, do you have life insurance? And everybody said, yeah, I got life insurance or whatever. But then when he said, well, do you have a 401k? Have you rolled it over before? Everybody looking now up in the sky. So that was the big thing right there. So that's what he caught him. You can't catch him with the life insurance itself, but he caught him with that 401. So I just want to say thank you, Erik. Thank you, Dr. Ramonda. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm having another one in February. So I want all of you all to come out and let's be a part. Let's get this thing going and growing.
All right, sis, and big congrats again. I mean, I got in that car and I was like, how did she pull that off? You know, because I've tried to do these things and she just, you can't worry about how many people showed up. You really
Tawana, you
can't.
said tried.
I did get me. Oh, thank you. Thank you for correcting me, Dirty D's. um, she had she had the right amount of people. It was quaint. It was quaint and it was so powerful. And I just walked away like, I gotta step up my game now. I gotta step up my game. So anyway, Donna, you want me to pass the ball for you? Oh no, it wasn't recorded. So Donna, we have to think about that next time recording it.
Oh yeah, right. Yep. I was not thinking about that. See, I need some more people on the team so we can go ahead and they can handle that part. But so yeah, next time, yes, we definitely got have to record it. Okay.
Absolutely. She was a great host. She was a great host. So,
Yeah.
go ahead and pass the ball. Can you see?
I'm looking now. Oh, okay. Okay. So Dr. Kamal Whitmore, Lord have mercy.
He,
Kamal Whitmore. Kamal Whitmore, the man with the plan, the man with the wisdom. He got some nuggets and all kinds of stuff. I just love to hear him talk. I'm gonna pass the ball to you, Kamal Whitmore, the next SED.
yeah, Dr.
Miss,
T's next
Um,
TV. Yeah.
yeah,
how you pronounce your name? You said you just got
Danae.
a
It's
Mr.
Danae.
Nat. Mr. Nat.
Yeah.
Mr. Nat, thank you, thank
You're
you, thank you.
welcome.
Congratulations
Thank you so much.
on your event.
Thank
That
you.
is that's awesome to hear.
Mhm.
Um, I had to come on and say something. Because when I got on the meeting, so condolences to Miss V and the loss of her husband, and to the Robinson family with the loss of their patriarch. Um, I saw um, I saw the post this morning from Coach Erik, and this year has been it's been a lot of passings. Just to be frank, it's been a lot of passings, and so I saw that and I said, well, Miss V not gonna be on the call this morning because she's gonna be grieving her husband. That was an assumption I made. As soon as I get on the call, guess who's talking?
It's
Miss
V.
V.
And then and then it was another one that will always stick out to me. I think I seen her on Erica, who was doing a green sheet while she was in labor.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I gotta just stress one more again to the tribe. Your excuses don't count. Because what if what if they don't say no? You making an assumption, not knowing the resiliency of that person, or not knowing the circumstance of that person, not knowing that you the message that they need to hear that day. You already predetermining what's gonna happen before you even make the move. That's what fear is: false evidence appearing real. And what happened to you when you was in fifth grade, or they talked about you when you failed a spelling test and all that. None of that matters because people getting it done on like having a baby. Like, come on. Talking to the nurse who's certifying your life partner's passing and you conducting business. Listen, we going into the new year. I'm just simply saying. My dad preached a message one time. Get your butt out of the way. BUT. I would do it, but I should say something, but get your butt out of the way and set yourself up for success this year. That's all I got. I'm just really inspired by the people that's on here, and I appreciate you guys having me on.
All right. Come on with more Dr. T's next CD. You are correct. Get your butt out the way. Get your butt out the way. I digress. Again, I won't have these conversations on this call, but yeah, the energy at that moment this weekend for me, just like, it was not moving in the direction that I needed it to move at that moment. There was a lot going on. So, but I agree with all of you. I should have just stood up and said, "Shut up. Do you all have life insurance?" Maybe that's what I should have done. Just say, "Shut up."
That's
And
what
say, "Do
Tiffany
you all have
Tyler
life
did one
insurance?"
time.
Oh, Lord mercy. Like I said, it's not the place to be talking about, but I should have done that. Maybe it would have changed the whole atmosphere at the time, right? But whew, I'm finding that as the older I get, I'm picking up on people's energy a little more than I should. So I'm really starting to feel all of that. And it just literally took me out my game. Trust that. But I hear all of you all today. And you are 100% correct. No excuses. No excuses. So come on, go ahead and pass that ball.
I get to pass the ball to this gentleman that's in the car. And like the bobsled team, everybody on the team that's in that sled is vital piece. And this gentleman is a vital piece. So I love to hear from him. The Dandy Man can. Please take it away.
You're on mute. There you go.
All right, all right. Can you hear me now?
Yep, you're good.
All right, Grand Rising, God got us striving. I want to say thank you for all the nuggets you dropped. I'm about to pick up an escort, so I'm going to talk quick. I was at a wedding, and then I was at a Christmas party, and I did 10 to win. You got life insurance. I was giving out cake, passing out food, and giving out, hey, you got life insurance. And Troy, you got some people coming your way. Shipyard young lady, a couple other individuals and things like that. They got insurance through the job. I said, you got insurance through the shipyard. Okay, well, I got something better for you. And once again, I passed it along, the UC site. And I just want to give condolences out to everyone that's having a passing of a loved one. And just know that, hey, God didn't give you the spirit of fear. And once again, I would tell you like this, that I want everyone to be you because everybody else is taken. And I just thank God for being strength and giving you strength. And just the tribe, we going to make it to the 2026 with the same mindset, with the same goals. Money is the byproduct. Taking care of people is the business. So as you can see, I'm going into the port. So I got to stack these coins. I like I tell my cuz, I got to stack these coins, do what I got to do. And I just want you to know I love you. Condolences out to everyone that once again had a passing of a loved one. And as you can see right here, this big thing right here, I'm taking this into the port. That's what I do. So Grand Rising, God got me striving. I love y'all. I got to peace out. Good conversations. Take care. All right?
All right, Gandy man, I got you. I'll go ahead and pass the ball for you. And yes,
all right.
Be
Peace
you
and the
because
Lord be with
everyone
you.
else is taken. I love that. I love that. So I'm going to pass the ball for you to this amazing woman. I love how she speaks. I love her spirit. I love her. Sarita.
Hey, Grand Rising, bro.
All right, let's mute him. All right, mute. So I'm going to pass this ball to the $6 million woman herself, Miss Sarita Thomas.
Good morning. Thank you so much, Tuwana. I woke up at 4:30 this morning, unable to go back to sleep.
Why is that?
Coach talking the other day about belief has just gotten down in me and will not set me free. He talked about the reason he can tell you the reason why you are where you are right now, and it's based on your belief. So after going through the Zoom with Darren, where he was talking about doing your vision board and planning out your 2026, and Coach spoke of the same thing. I went back and was looking at having various discussions and looking at how planning out 2026 for our business would look. And the one message that kept coming to me after belief was continuity. And so I began every day looking up little things about continuity. And I was finding
the difference between getting excited, hopeful, and I'm going to do this for my business, and I have this plan, and I'm going to do, is acting it out. It's the continuity of acting it out. And this is where I started to look up the different definitions of continuity. And this is what I was finding. The unbroken and consistent existence of operation of something over a period of time, a stability and the absence of disruption, a connection or line of development with no sharp breaks. And again, I'll say no sharp breaks. As we heard Ms. V speak this morning about the continuity of what she did and the time that she did it, no sharp breaks. The maintenance of continuous action and self-consistent details in the various scenes of your life and your business. So continuity was the word that was coming to me about why the ability to excel explodes for some people and it drags slowly for others. So for 2026, my two focuses are belief and continuity. I just wanted to share that because I thought it showed me the powerful difference between where I am now and where I want to be.
Oh, that was powerful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Sarita. I love that. All right. So we are at the top of the hour and we are going to transition to the next segment. So I'm going to pass the ball back to the index voice of inspiration himself, Mr. Troy Gandy.
All right, all right. Thank you once again. And we're going to make sure that we transition right. We want to thank you first and foremost for handling our courageous conversations this morning. Grio Leo, kudos to you. And for everybody else, you just need to buckle up your seatbelts and get ready for this next segment that we're ready to transition to. Take the time to send out those last minute texts, as always, to get in touch with all those that are still just a little behind schedule in getting in to get the great nuggets that you are about to receive in this next segment from a masterclass presenter like nobody's business. All right, with that being said, let's get to it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again, folks, I'm Troy Gandy, your index, a voice of inspiration. And I have the extreme pleasure to present to some and introduce to others on this Good Morning Experts call, the masterclass presenter of the day, who is not just anybody. I'm here to tell you, this gentleman has decades of training, not other than scholars all around, both domestic and internationally. He is a phenomenal gentleman, a man of God. This man is a superpower in himself, building a huge international business, well on his way to being a $2 million ring earner. We're talking about the man that comes to the village known as Dr. Mark, the financial prophet. PROFINT. That's it, Dr. Mark. Today you are it.
Thank you, Troy. Man, woo, I'm hyped up. We're coaching. Let's go. Let's grow. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you, Troy. Thank you, Coach, for this opportunity to share with the village this morning with this call of experts. I'm so grateful, and definitely my condolences to Ms. V, to the Robinson family. We love you with open arms. We are here for you, and anything you need, we are here for you. So we love you. Much love to you, and we're here to support you. And man, thank you, Coach, for entrusting me with this opportunity to share with you all today. You know, it's interesting. Miss Sarita must have been in my notes this morning because I'm going to be talking about something that's so important this morning, and I want to share with you. See, last Thursday, I had an opportunity to go to an event with my wife, and Miss V had been teaching the city of East Point here in Georgia, and I had a chance to stand in for Miss V and my wife. I was supporting my wife, Miss V, and they had a graduation for a cohort of people who were learning how to do managing their money, budgeting their money, about life insurance, about how to get auto insurance. They had mental health behavior partners. They had housing partners, and they had a graduation celebration last Thursday night. And we were sitting at the table with the partners and all the partners who, helped out with some of the, managing partners with mental health and everything, and also a real estate agent. So we were sitting at the table, and my wife got up to go talk to a pastor. We said we're going to split and go in different directions and talk to people. So one of the business owners right there leaned over and said, "What do you and your wife do?" I said, "We're life insurance agents." They said, "Oh, really?" She said, "My business partner and I are looking for life insurance." She said, "If something happens to her, man, we need to get covered." And I said, "We can help you with that." And it got me to thinking. That's for money. I got to thinking. If you know what I'm saying, thinking. Money says always thinking. Solar controller, the no excuse life insurance agent. Big shout out to you. I was thinking about some things. And today's message and training is all about you. You are the equity. Put this down. You are the equity. This morning, we're going to be talking about equity plus ownership equals legacy. I think y'all have heard that before. Equity plus ownership equals legacy. In that title today, you are the equity of your business. You see, most business owners are taught to believe the greatest asset in their business is the brand, the building, the systems, or the valuation on paper. From day one, the conversation is centered on what? Money, market share, and growth. But today, I want to challenge your thinking today. The greatest asset in your business is not the business. The greatest asset in your business is you. Catch that. The greatest asset in your business is you. See, before there was a logo, there was a person. Come on now. Before there was revenue, there was effort. Before there was equity on paper, there was equity in human form. That's you. See, businesses do not produce income by themselves. People produce income. Come on, y'all. Systems do not create value on their own. Leadership creates value. And if the person who carries the vision, makes the decisions, and drives the income is removed, the business does not keep going as usual. So here's the foundational question every business owner must wrestle with. Lean in with me. If you were suddenly unable to work, what happens to your business? Catch that. If you were suddenly unable to work, what happens to your business? See, that single question exposes whether you own a business or whether the business owns you. The single question exposes is the business owner, as you own a business or does the business own you? It also opens the door to understanding equity, ownership, and legacy in the correct order. That was just the opening, y'all. See, you got to think about you're the greatest asset, what is you. So number one, what equity really is. You are the equity engine of your business. That's number one. You are the equity engine of your business. You see, when most people hear the word equity, they think about shares, percentages, valuation, or the eventual exit in their business. That definition is incomplete. Equity is not just what shows up on a balance sheet. Equity is the value being actively created every day inside your business. And that value comes from a person. Did you hear what I said? That value comes from a person. You are the equity because you carry the vision when no one else sees it. You are the equity because you make the decisions when there's uncertainty. You are the equity because you take the risk before the reward shows up. You are the equity because your relationships, your reputation, and your leadership generates trust, clients, and capital. Before the business ever had measurable value, it had human value. You see, you got to think about how valuable you are. You are the greatest resource in your business. You're the greatest source and resource. Think about an empty commercial building. You see, on paper, it has potential, but without a skilled operator inside of it, that potential stays dormant. It is the person who transforms potential into productivity, ideas into income, and ownership into value. This is why removing the person from the business often causes the equity to collapse. The revenue slows, the culture weakens, and decision-making stalls. That tells us something important. The equity was never just in the structure, it was in the steward. It's how you steward your business. And when you understand that you are the equity, it changes how you think about protection, planning, and responsibility. You see, I'm really so grateful to sit with Miss V. She gave us the opportunity to sit with her on Friday. And man, we had an incredible conversation with this woman's wisdom, my wife and I. And one of the things that she made me think about was legacy. You know, that's one of the things about responsibility and entrusting and being a good steward of what you've been entrusted with in your business. So thank you, Ms. V, for sitting with you on Friday. And moving to my next point, number 2, ownership without protection is a leak, while most businesses owners are exposed. You see, ownership is powerful, but ownership alone does not guarantee continuity. See, Sarita was in my notes this morning, you see. It says ownership alone does not guarantee continuity. Legal ownership does not automatically replace leadership. A business entity cannot think, it cannot lead or produce income by itself. When the owner is absent, the business often becomes what? Vulnerable. This is where many business owners are exposed. They insure the building, but not the builder. Let me just pause right there. They insure the building, but not the builder. They protect the equipment, but not the operator. They focus on growth while ignoring fragility. Ownership without protection creates hidden leaks in the business structure. Income is tied to the person. Decision-making is tied to the person. Relationships are tied to the person. Yet the person is often the least protected part of the entire operation. That's what a lady who was sitting at that table, she said, what do y'all do for a living? It was a divine moment sitting at that table because she said, if I leave this business with my business partner over all these years, we're not protected. They're trying to create and build and protect their legacy. Man, it came to it was a real experience at that table. So always think about protect the greatest asset, which is you. You see, this is why the financial order matters. Protection must come before expansion. You see, in the 4 I's of a healthy financial house and business, the order is intentional. You see, involvement comes first because the person must be engaged. Income follows involvement because activity produces cash flow. Insurance comes next because income must be what? Protected. Investment comes last because growth without protection is reckless. So remember that in your business, the 4 I's, let me say it again. Involvement comes first because the person must be engaged. That's activity. Income follows activity or involvement because activity produces cash flow. Insurance comes next because income's got to be protected. You got to protect who you are. You're the producer. And then lastly, investment comes last because growth without protection is reckless. When business owners skip protection and rush to expansion, they are building a roof without a foundation. They're assuming continuity without planning for interruption. This is not faith, that's exposure. Number 3, equity plus ownership equals legacy. Legacy is not what you leave, it's what continues. See, we were having this conversation with Ms. V, and it shaped my whole thinking about legacy, about continuity and continuing on. You know, legacy is one of the most misunderstood words in business. Most people think legacy is what happens when they are gone. In reality, legacy is what continues because they planned while they were here. Catch that. You planned while you were here. Legacy is legacy is not just inheritance. Legacy is continuity. Legacy is clarity, focus. Legacy is control during transition. If you are the equity, then protecting you is not optional. It's essential. When the equity is unprotected, ownership transfer without liquidity, families inherit confusion, and businesses struggle to survive, leaving leadership gaps. This is where life insurance must be reframed correctly. It is not about dying. It is about continuity. It's about continuing on. It's not about fear. It's about responsibility. It's not about money. It's It's about order. You see, life insurance functions as a financial shock absorber. When human capital is interrupted, it provides liquidity when income stops. It provides stability when leadership is removed. It gives families and businesses time to make wise decisions instead of rushed ones. You see, when we do that BTO every week and coach shows that one slide of a family member, and they said, hey, they're holding hands, and they said, what if one family member leaves? That's an income over the 10 years has to be replaced. So it is a financial shocker. It is an absorber for us to take the time to make wise decisions as we make transitions in this life that we live in. When designed intentionally, protection allows ownership to fulfill its purpose, which is legacy. Let's grasp that. Let's get it. Let's have the right perspective of what that legacy means. So I'm going to give you some practical applications as I come in for a landing here this morning. I want to give you some reflection and call to action. At this point, every business owner in the room should pause and reflect honestly, not emotionally, but strategically. You see, Miss Sarita said, I was doing my goals. My wife and I have been talking about our goals too. We've been writing down our goals and thinking about our goals and our vision boards and thinking about what we're going to do in 2026. And that what is strategy. Miss Sarita talked about strategy this morning. It wasn't emotional. She's being strategic. So ask yourself this morning, if I could not work for the next 6 to 12 months, what happens to my income and my household? You have to honestly think about that question right now, because life happens for a lot of us. And sometimes we don't reflect upon things like that. But we teach our clients that in the green sheet, don't we? We come to that one question and said, if you had to replace your income for how many years, how could you do it? We talk about a lot of things, but are we living them out? That's a call to action. Sit down. If 6 to 12 months, and we've heard stories and testimonies, even with our business partners. When Coach gave us a story, man, I'm so grateful, he said, that my business could keep running while I handle my things in a personal way. We heard it from several people about that. So think about that. So if I'm not here, does the business continue smoothly or does it struggle to survive? If something happens to me, does my family inherit ownership or does it inherit problems? Because think about this, even today, some people don't leave a will. They don't give directives. We share with our clients. We have opportunity to give them will and trust services. We have other clients we partner with, Xperts offers that, other of our carriers. So think about that. When you have a transition, you want to have that be so smooth that somebody doesn't inherit problems. They inherit solutions. They handle a transition that you set up for them. See, these are not morbid questions. They're leadership questions. Faith does not remove responsibility, it clarifies it. Stewardship requires foresight. Order requires planning. See, when you plan something, you're in order. You see, when business owners answer these questions truthfully, they begin to see where protection belongs in the system. They understand where protection belongs in the system. So here's my closing charge to everybody this morning. Let me leave you with this truth. You're just not an owner. You're just not a producer. You are the equity in your business. You see, when you protect the person, you protect the income. When you protect the income, you protect the business. When you protect the business, you protect the legacy. Let me say it again. When you protect the person, you protect the income. When you protect the income, you protect the business. When you protect the business, you protect the legacy. And let me leave you with this last thought. Last thought. Equity plus ownership equals legacy, but only when the greatest asset is covered. That is you. Thank you for this opportunity to share this with you this morning. You are the equity in your business, and I want you to know how special you are to your business because you are the greatest value. You're the greatest picture that was painted on the canvas, and God's not finished painting that picture. Thank you for taking this time to listen to me this morning. Love y'all. Back to you, Troy. Back to you.
Ooh, let's go.
Did he just drop the mic or what? Did he just drop the mic or what? Dr. Mark, financial profit, you were prophesying this morning, boy. You were putting it out there, laying it out before us. We thank you for the value that you brought to this village this morning. Thank you, sir. With that being said, folks, you know what time it is now. It is not just a cliche. You are in the right place at the right time. And it is now time for us to transition to what we refer to as our Annie Willie recap relay of the day. I see the hands are up, and I was not surprised that they up and they up quick because you had a whole lot of nuggets to get. That's for sure. And you got 1 minute to reflect what your best takeaway from today's master class was all about to you. Are you ready? Let's get it in. We're talking about lane number 1. We're going to kick it off with the lady that I refer to as Mama OMG, none other than Dr. Teresa O'Day.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Troy. Thank you, Doc. I tell you, you just really 2 things for me. You talked about continuity. And secondly, you talked about knowing who you are because you are the equity. And all of that wraps around truly knowing who we are. Okay. And it reminded me that I am an entrepreneur and understanding my role, whether it's personal, whether it's business, and then, of course, when it comes to my team members, my business, continuity, that equity. So what am I doing? Do I know who I am? Do I know what I need? So with that, now I know that without who I am, there's no continuation in my business, in my legacy. So tying that in, we have to get at every stage and age, tying it all the loose ends, especially being the end of the year. I've been in reflection mode so that we know who we are, that legacy, would there be a continuation, whether it's business or even with continuing when we pass on? Are we going to have a smooth transition or would it end and we've got to know what needs to be done? Thank you.
All right. You heard it from Dr. Teresa O'Day. Thank you for bringing it into the zone. She didn't say it today, but I'm going to say it for OMG. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
All right. With that being said, we're going to take that baton and we're going to put it in the hands of the outstretched hand of none other than the sister all the way out there with Texas with a whole bunch of cousins. We know who that is, Miss Marcella Braggs.
Man, Dr. Mark, I was in the car and trying to get out the car to get in here and start writing, dropping stuff. But let me tell you, the 4 I's, involvement, income, insurance, investment, man, it was just awesome. And when he said, when your loved one transitioned, did you leave a problem or a solution? And that's one of the things when I talk to people about how a lot of families end up quarreling over property because there's no will in place. And that is something that is very important to let people know about, is getting something established so that there will not be a problem left. There will always be a solution. So Dr. Mark, I want to thank you for these words. I wrote down some other stuff, but only had 2 minutes to speak on it. But I just want to say thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
All right, all right. Well, you did it in grand style, my sister, with about 15 seconds to spare. That's what we call running the race right and getting it in. Thank you, thank you, thank you for bringing it into the zone. And now we're going to put it in the outstretched hand. Woo woo. There's bionic woman, somebody that knows how to take it and run at a whole new, at a different speed. We're talking about none other than the $6 million woman, Miss Sarita Thomas.
Thank you. Thank you. Happens versus continues almost flipped me out of my chair. Just the thought of it, Dr. Mark, was powerful. What happens when you're not protected and you haven't done the steps that he spoke about is closures, foreclosures, layoffs, downsizing when you've not protected your business. Those things are potentially what happens, but what can continue if you've had the protection, partnerships, growth, trust, mortgage protection, key man insurance, AOAs, applications, these things all lead to legacies for your business. He strategically laid this out so powerfully this morning that we can't go away from this moment not realizing how important what we do is.
And man, she started talking and throwing out bombs so quick and recap nuggets so quick and so hard, so fast. I got so excited, I didn't even start the clock. I'm trying to know what is going on. That's what you call smoking, baby, coming off the launching pad with some fire. With that being said, we real quick to get it to none other than the NBA, your insurance and tax pro, Miss Monique Pinkney. Let's do it.
I don't know why this message has made me so emotional. I feel like crying about it because I realized that what we do really matters. And he said, ownership without leadership, they ensure the building, but not the builder. We have our E&O insurance. If you're working out of an office, you have insurance for somebody to come in if they get hurt. But why in the world would you not insure your own self? Because if you're not there, the business is not going to go on. And if you don't have that equity, and so when he talked about they insure the building, but not the builder, I'm sorry.
Take your time, take your time, take your time. You got 40-something seconds left.
All right, the only other thing I say is the value that we have, we look at measurable value versus human value. Without the human value, none of the other stuff matters. So we are important, guys. What we do is important, and we have to really look at it that way. And that'll make us get involved. That'll increase our income. Then we'll have something to insure, and then it'll be time for investment. I'm done.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Woo! Did we finish? I don't see any other hands. Oh, yeah, yes, we do. Yes, we do. We see another hand up. Who was that? Miss Sarah. Come on. Miss Sarah, you got something to say? Come on in the room. You got to come off mute to do it, though. Is that a yes? That a no? Going 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Hold on, Trish is on the other side.
On the other side. All right. Sometimes you got to go to the.
Okay, she declined. So I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well, there you have it, folks. There you have it.
Well, she came off of mute. Hold on. Go ahead, Sarah.
You hear me? Good morning.
Yes, go ahead.
Oh my God. Thank you so much. First of all, I want to thank you guys for all the nuggets you are giving us every morning. But this one, I could not believe it, what I was listening to. It was amazing. Thank you so much, Dr. Oh my God. Thank you.
Dr. Mark.
I really appreciate Dr. Max. I really appreciate that. It hit me. It's a perfect word for me for the beginning of 2026. It was so deep. It was so deep. Thank you so much. As your wife said, I'm so emotional about those words. You know, you are the equity of your business. Protect yourself. When you protect your friends, you protect your business. When you protect your business, you protect your legacy. Thank you so much for that word. Thank you. I appreciate it for deep of my heart. Thank you so much, guys.
You're welcome.
Oh,
You're
thank
welcome.
you.
You're welcome,
That's
sir.
what I
You're
wanted
welcome.
to say. Wow, thank you. That's a perfect word for me for 2026. Yeah, thank you. Oof.
You don't hear from that voice too often, but that bad boy right there is what just dropped the mic for us today. I'm trying to tell you, you know, you gotta know it when you're in the right place at the right time. This platform right here helps each and every one of us stay charged up and tuned into our businesses and knowing exactly what we need to be doing for our communities, our families, our friends, our businesses, without a shadow of a doubt. Thank you once again, Dr. Mark, for that amazing master class of the day, and Mrs. Tuwana Chisley for kicking us off right, getting us started with the courageous conversation. You know how you do it. You can't just do that, girl, because everybody can't get it done like that. We needed a Leo, a real Leo, somebody that know how to tell a story. Get it in. That's what I'm saying. Well, folks, it's all out there. And with that being said, you clearly have the instructions and you know the marching orders that you have. Get 10 to win, folks. So with that being said, let me just ask the question. What's next?
Drill it till you kill it.
Got it. Drill it till you kill it. And I'm saying it like this. I'm Troy Gandy, your index voice of inspiration, signing off from Good Morning Experts. And I did see the man that got it started right over here today, one of the pioneers of this USA region of Xperts Financial Group, and that is none other than Coach Erik Robinson, everybody's coach. He's going to knock us out with the marching orders for the day, as always. I know he's ready to close us out. All right. Are you there, Coach? Is he there? He was.
Yeah,
He
I'm here.
was.
Can you hear me, Troy?
There he is. There he is. There he is. Everybody's coach right
I
there.
was gonna say Dr. Mark knocked out the park. I got it the last 2 minutes of it. It's like, man, I can't wait to go back and watch the replay, which you can catch on Everybody's Coach Erik on YouTube. Everybody's Coach Erik, ERIK on YouTube. You can watch it. But also today at 12 noon, Dr. Mark Monique Pinckney, MBA, will be doing our Xperts business overview. You thought you got something now, ladies and gentlemen, invite your guests out, 12 noon, invite your guests out today, 12 noon, we will be doing Xperts overview. It's that time. Woo! You protect the building, but not the builder. Let's get people out to see what we're doing. Also, at 7 p.m., you'll have the Commissioner, Mr. Aurelio Evans.
I say you look handsome.
You
Go
had the
ahead, Coach.
Commissioner, Mr. Aurelio Evans, doing the business overview at 7 p.m. So, ladies and gentlemen, we got two powerful business overviews today at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time and at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Get your guests, tell your team, let's pack the house. Ladies and gentlemen, have an amazing day on purpose. Let's crush it in 2026, but it starts today. It starts now. Love y'all. See y'all soon.
Good job, Dr.
All
Mark.
right.
That was
Thank you.
wonderful.
You know what you got to do. Get your green sheet. Time to go to work, fam. Hey. Get ready to enjoy a beautiful day.
Hey. 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 Hey.
Solutions coming.
Hey.